Hi guys. So I wanted to make a video to welcome you to the team. I'm Frances and I am the founder of Team Diamond Dynasty. So if you're getting this, that means that you're either my coach or you are one of my coach's coaches. So first of all, thank you very much because I know what a crazy idea this can be for some people to jump on board with this. And there are actually a ton of coaches out there. So the fact that you are trusting one of us to lead you down this path and on this journey, it's a huge compliment. And we're very happy to have you. So like I said, I'm the founder of Team Diamond Dynasty, and I really just wanted to kind of touch base with you guys because I know as a new coach it can be really overwhelming and you might not know exactly where to start or what to do. So I just kind of want to give you a little bit of guidance and a couple like little action steps that you can start out with to start working your business now. So you should receive a new coach email. It's usually sent out within the first 24 hours, but it could take a little bit longer. But this will just have some helpful information in there. It'll have information about how to access your back office as well as what your websites are. It'll also have a couple attachments for forms that you should fill out. So one of them is going to be the About Me form. The other one is going to be the 7-day quick start. And that's a form that Beachbody created and gave to us as a tool for new coaches to kind of have like a little checklist for what to do within the first couple days. While you're there, you should go into your back office, and in that email it tells you how, but you should go into the back office and in the first couple days spend some time in the little section that's called News and Training, specifically the Coach Training Academy. And the reason why is because it's going to answer a lot of questions for you about basic aspects of the business. So things like the compensation plan, bonuses, how we get paid, what is Success Club, things like that that you're going to hear us talk about a lot, that you're just going to want a basic understanding of. Either myself or whoever your personally sponsoring coach is will go over that more in depth with you, and we'll also cover it in our new coach training. But it's important that you take that step to learn about it as well. And it's all right there. It's just really simple, little quick videos that Beachbody put together to explain it to you. And honestly, they explain it really well. So I encourage you to spend some time looking through there because it's going to answer a lot of your questions starting out. So the next step will be for either myself or whoever your coach is to reach out to you and have what we call a GSR call, or a getting started right call. And the whole point behind this call, it's not meant to be scary or intimidating, so don't worry. We're not gonna like put you on the spot or anything. But really we just want to take the call as time to spend getting to know you and talking to you a bit more about your goals, and also covering a little bit more in depth the back office. So the information that you'll find in your email about the back office is really basic. It'll be like how to set up your direct deposit or where the training is, and that's it. But there's a lot more to it. So we'll cover that in the GSR call, as well as talking to you about different things on social media like Facebook. Well, mostly Facebook, because that's pretty much the platform that we utilize the most for our business. So the call will take, depending on who's doing it and what we cover, about an hour to an hour and a half at the very most. And it's done through this program called Zoom, and it allows us, it's almost like Skype, but it allows us to screen share, so I can share with you whatever I'm seeing on my screen and you can see it as well. So it just makes it a bit easier to work with. So you were probably also added to our coaching page whenever you signed up, and we probably made an announcement in there to welcome you to the group, and so everybody could kind of just like see who you are, as creepy as that is. But it's really important that you aren't afraid of those groups. There's actually multiple groups. Team Diamond Dynasty is ours, and you might be added to a couple others. These groups are a huge deal for us as coaches, and you'll see this more as you go along. This is your family of coaches. So these are going to be the people who know what you're going through, who understand, who want to help you, who've been there. And then as you go on, you'll become that for new coaches coming in. So don't feel bad or don't be nervous to post or to comment or ask for advice or anything. I mean, that group is there for your benefit. And we've all been new coaches before. So, if don't feel like any questions you have are stupid questions, because they're not. We want you to ask. And also a lot of times it's really helpful because there's so many coaches in these groups to have different perspectives. So if you have a customer, oops, sorry, I just shook my table. If you have a customer who has, a specific condition, like for instance, your mom, it's your second day of coaching and your mom who has diabetes is asking you questions about Shakeology and you have no idea. Post in the group, because there's going to be people in there who can give you really solid answers, and it's going to help you build up your confidence to respond to the questions that you're being asked. And you could do that throughout your entire coaching career, not just when you're a new coach. And you'll see us doing that as well. So it's not like you'll be the only one. There will be other coaches who have been coaches for months that you'll see posting in there. So be comfortable, get to know people, talk to them, because, like I said, we're all friends and we're all family. Also in the coaching group, there is, if you're on your phone, you're going to have to click on the cover photo, but if you're on your computer, you should see a little link that says Files. Underneath there, we put a ton of really helpful templates in different files and documents and things like that you can go through. Basically, it's just information and advice from other coaches. So, for instance, if I used a challenge group ad that was really successful, I would post it in that documents section so that other people can use it as a baseline for ideas for what they should say in theirs. There's also clean eating menus, templates for how to run challenge groups. There's all kinds of resources in that file section. So I don't want you to feel like you need to sit down and go through all 200 files in your first day, but maybe try to set a goal to go through like 5 to 10 a week. Most of them are really simple, but it's a good idea. And honestly, you're going to learn a lot just from reading through them. So the next thing you might want to do, if it hasn't been done for you already, is to go public with your new coaching role. So for a lot of coaches, most of us have never worked in the health and fitness industry before, so this is like brand new to all of us, as well as to our family and friends. So when I first became a coach, I just made a public post, actually I was tagged in my announcement by my upline coach, and she just said, welcoming Frances and whatever, she's a coach now. So people kind of got the idea, but I also made a post as well just saying, I'm really excited to be doing this. I have no clue what I'm doing, but I'm really excited about it, and thank you guys for your support. Just so people have an idea of what's going on, and they won't all of a sudden just be like, why is he or she randomly posting about, all these things now, and I don't know what's going on. So that's always a good idea. It's up to you, but there's no shame in it. You're here, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. I think you'd be surprised at how supportive people really are. I think we get this negative association a lot of times with social media because people can be mean and unsupportive, but when you're doing something positive, it's hard for them to knock you down with that. So don't be shy. And I think maybe you'd be surprised by the amount of people who needed you to do this. I mean, that's part of the reason why you probably got into this, was because you wanted to help people. And if you don't put it out there for them, how can you help them? So put that out there. Let's see what you get back. So something else that you need to start doing right away that's super important, and it's honestly one of the biggest parts of our journey as a coach, is to start being a product of the product and using your Shakeology in your program. So if you're brand spanking new, you might not have a program or Shakeology yet. If you're still waiting for your challenge pack to arrive, that's okay. Until that happens, you can go ahead and start posting about, your healthy meals, or pick one of those menus from the files section and start following along and just talking about it. But as soon as you get your program, start working out and talking about it, because this is going to get people interested in what you're doing. They're going to see you taking action towards your new life, and they're going to want to be a part of that, or they're going to at least be supportive of it. So getting that program and starting Drinking Your Shakeology and getting results that you can start showing people is going to be the best way to catapult yourself into sales and challenge groups and success. So don't put that off. That should be your first step, is to start working out and sharing your results as you go along. And it doesn't have to be a 30-day picture, like a side-by-side before and after. It can just be a sweaty selfie, or, a measurements comparison between week 1 and week 2. I post pictures every day of myself working out. I like to make videos, or just take a post-workout picture, or I'll take a picture and say like a week ago versus today, so people can constantly see the changes that are happening to my body. And I think it's a really good idea because it shows people that it's not always about the end result. A lot of times it is about the journey and the things that happen to you along the way. So letting them see that from you will open them up to you and encourage them as well and inspire them. So that's a really good way to do it. And I think if you're brand new and you're still waiting, getting that menu and just posting some healthy meals will get people warmed up to this idea of this new lifestyle that you're leading, so it's not just like a sudden shock to them. Also, posting on your page. So this one's kind of hard for a lot of people because unless you're an avid social media person, most of us don't post on social media often. But as a coach now, your social media platforms will start to be used in a more professional way. So you need to make yourself more present on social media because this is how you're going to reach your market, and this is how you're going to reach people and make sales and get people in your challenge groups and just kind of build up that business. So the best way to do that is to start out by picking 5 to 7 things that interest you. Any 5 to 7 things. It doesn't matter what it is. So for me, I might say, I really love to work out. I really love my business and my family and cooking and yoga and reading and psychology. All 7 of those things. And I want to post about those things. So you might want to just write it out and then just kind of check off. So 1 to 2 of those things each day. Just make sure you're posting about it. And you want to have a variety of things, not just all fitness or not just all recipes. Because you want to be dynamic, we all have those friends who, or we've all at least seen somebody who only posts about when they go to the gym, and we're just like, okay, we get it, you go to the gym. And we don't want to be those people. We want people to see that, like, we do this, but we still have a life. We still have other interests. So pick those 5 to 7 things, and then rotate between them, 1 to 2 things per day. And then just, build up your social media platform, make it more exciting. Like I said, I have a page in the file section with useful apps, so you can use some of these apps to make your pictures more colorful, or to add words, or to edit them, your videos, things like that. So utilize those as well. It'll help a lot with getting people to see what you're posting as well. Also, don't afraid to be you. So I know when I first started, I had this idea in my head, like, I had to fit this mold, right? Because, like, I'm a fitness coach now. So, like, I have to be a certain way. And that's not true at all. People know you. And if you take on this role and then you start acting completely different and not like yourself at all, they're not going to love that. So it's okay to be you, but to just be a better version of you. For instance, there's a coach on our team, and I always use her as an example, so I hope she doesn't mind. But she cusses a lot, and she'll put it all over her page. She doesn't care. In every post, she really does not care. And then there's another coach who's really into wine, and she talks about wine all the time. And so she's still herself, but she's still a coach as well. So start thinking about how you want to merge those things, because you don't want to totally lose sight of your identity, and you also don't want to never talk about health and fitness either. So if you're a huge foodie, and that's going to be a struggle for you because that's the hard part in your fitness journey, try to start thinking of how you can combine the two. Start looking for healthier versions of the recipes that you like and post about those. People are going to love that. Also, something else I did when I first started was I would take a picture, of myself or whatever. Sorry. And then I would go to Pinterest and search for, inspirational quotes or different things like that. You don't ever want to just take posts from Pinterest or like, what I'm talking about, those um, quotes and pictures, just the stock images, because they're not you at all. They're very generic. You want to make it about you. So take the quote off of that stock image and just put it on your picture. And people are going to be drawn to that. And it's a great way to get content on your page and to build up your network without going too far outside your comfort zone. Because especially as a new coach, we don't want to push you too far, right? So another thing that you can start focusing on right now as a newer coach, and I think this one's really big, and unfortunately, it's something that gets pushed under the rug a lot. So I highly encourage you to not do this. To not do it, to not push it under the rug. But that is personal development. And personal development is actually one of what we call the 3 vital behaviors. So being a product of the product, inviting people to your groups, and then personal development. And those are our 3 vital behaviors. And if you just do those 3 things every single day, that's almost going to guarantee success for you. I mean, nothing can actually guarantee success, but that's the process. That's the formula. But unfortunately, personal development gets pushed to the side a lot because it's not one of those things that's going to give you like the instant gratification. So my suggestion to you is to just take 5 to 10 minutes a day to do some personal development. Whether you watch a YouTube video, whether you read 5 pages of a book, whatever it is you do, you need that personal development because in order to inspire other people, you need to be inspired as well. So don't push that to the side. Take it seriously. You're going to learn about this thing that we call our power hour, and that's basically our daily checklist. And I would suggest including personal development into your power hour. So this goes along with setting business hours and making sure that you're getting done each day what needs to be done, and include it in there because it's very important. You don't want to do that or else you'll start to get drained and you'll just kind of feel like, this is a lot, like I haven't had any time to myself because all my free time has been dedicated to Beachbody. So make sure you're getting that personal development in as well. Let me see. I'm sorry, I have notes here. So like I was just saying, set your business hours and stick to them. So if you know that you only have an hour and a half a day to work this business because you have a full-time job or you have kids or you go to school or whatever it is, then that hour and a half that you have to work, you really need to make it useful. Work smarter, not harder. There is, like I said, a new coach power hour, and it's going to be in that files section as well. But that's your checklist to go through and just make sure you're getting the little things done each day. So you're going to see activities on there like, post on Facebook, post to Instagram, check into your challenge groups, things like that. So print that out, save that, use that because you're gonna need it, and it's gonna help you keep focus. Sorry, trying to hurry this up because I don't want to have you guys on here for too long. So, the first challenge group, because challenge groups are kind of our way of giving back to people. We want to hold these challenge groups because it's a way for us to work with our customers and hold them accountable. But as a new coach, it can be really intimidating. So I usually let my new coaches run their first challenge group with me. Whether or not you've been in one before is irrelevant. I still let you co-run it with me because I don't want you to have all of the work to yourself, and I also want you to have me there for the support. But something that you can do on your own and that you should really start planning for is to run what we call a free 7-day clean eating challenge. These are great to run by like the first or second week into coaching because it allows you to give people something for free. So this is a great way for people that you know to get something from you without having to purchase. So they can test the water with you, so to speak. There are templates that tell you exactly how to run the group. Again, I'll be there to help you. But like I said, it's free. So it's also a good way for you to get your feet wet with hosting your own groups. So that way there it doesn't seem as daunting because honestly, it's not that bad. And it's not that difficult, but having that there as a resource and as a great like entry into the bigger challenge groups is an awesome tool. So anyway, I'm already at 20 minutes, so I don't want this to go much further. But I hope that you guys are all excited. This is a huge deal. I want you to know that you can do this. I know it seems so overwhelming at first, and I know you're probably sitting there like, I don't know what the heck to do. But I promise you, it's all going to start making sense. Spend time in those files, spend time in the coaching groups. Know that the leaders that you see on the teams were all brand new coaches at one point as well. And the only reason that they're leaders now and that they're doing so well is because they've stuck through. And, the only difference between you and them is the amount of time that they've been around. So you will be that person in a few months or a few years or whatever it is. So don't be intimidated by them. They're just normal people as well. And know that you can do this. If you have any questions or you need any help, feel free to reach out to me or to your upline coach or to just post in the coaching groups. We're all there to help you. And I'm excited. I know that this team is amazing, and I know that we have an incredible support system. So hopefully you guys all love it as much as we do. And with that, I hope you have a great day. Bye.